How are you feeling?
Nervous.
Don't be nervous. Okay, hi guys, I'm Hannah Martin and I am the Senior Pro Artist here in the UK, and today for my video I am joined by the beautiful Roopa. Hi Roopa.
Hi Hannah.
Thank you so much for coming. Roopa is an Asian bridal specialist. So I've been doing a bit of a bridal series, and it wouldn't be right to look at bridal makeup without looking at Asian bridal makeup because it is so stunning, isn't it, Roopa?
Lovely, absolutely amazing.
Like, having delved into it more recently, I'm so blown away by the colours, the textures, and even today, just with this makeup on and wearing, look at my pink outfit! I feel really joyful, and it's because I'm in colour and it's so fun.
You need to be Indian, don't you?
I do, I've fallen into the wrong culture. Look, we've got our gorgeous henna. These gorgeous transfers are from Pavan at Selfridges. I never want them to come off. The jewellery, which I love, this is yours.
Yes.
Thank you for lending it
You're
to me.
welcome.
So whether this is inspiration for you for your wedding day, or whether it's for your pre-events, or maybe some of your post-events, let us show you a little bit of what we would use at Bobbi Brown to create that kind of festive bridal look.
Sounds good.
Okay, so I'm going to start by prepping Roopa's base. I have already pressed into Roopa's skin a little bit of vitamin enriched face base, and that is my primer of choice for bridal because whilst it has a little bit of oil to soften the skin, it has very, very little, so it gives more of a matte finish to the skin so you don't get any excess shine coming through your makeup. So I'm first going to do Roopa's correction concealer using the Bobbi Brown BBU palette. Oh my gosh, I love it. I wouldn't go to a bride without one, purely because I can mix and blend the correction concealer colours together. I can mix and blend the foundation colours. I literally have every colour that I need for any woman of any skin tone. So to start with, let me just double check. I'm going to try a little bit of the peach corrector under Roopa's eyes. Peaches do a brilliant job of neutralising darker shadow that's slightly more browny in colour as opposed to pinky.
I've got the BBU palette in my kit as well.
I bet you do.
It's amazing.
Good.
What colour is this?
That's peach.
Perfect. I'm using the right one.
Yay! Oh, you're using peach already?
Yeah.
Excellent. And then over the top, we'll just take a little bit. I love the difference where you can see the brightness coming through. And then we'll just take a little bit of concealer over the top to make sure that the under eye area is skin tone correct. And as you can see, I'm taking it over the top of the corrector, but then blending it down the cheek a little also. And that will mean that the foundation will then blend into that. Okay, so now Roopa's under eye is corrected and concealed. We're going to do a bit of foundation. So again, I'm going to use the foundation in the BBU palette, and this is the Skin Foundation Stick. I always get the words wrong. And I'm going to use a bit of Warm Natural. And I'm using the full coverage brush because I'm going to stipple the makeup into the skin, and I find the stippling technique ensures that makeup not only is blended into the skin really effectively, but it's a fab way of building your coverage. Roopa, what kind of coverage would you say most of your brides like?
They almost want that skin finish, so they don't, gone are the days when they want it caked on.
Right.
They do want more of a natural finish, but they also want coverage as well, so it's trying to get that balance of having enough there to cover anything off.
Yeah.
But also making it look natural.
Yeah.
So definitely gone are the days of the cakey look, as they used to call it.
Gosh, well that's music to my ears, because I'm like, of all the makeup out there, obviously that's so Bobbi's philosophy, isn't it? Like,
absolutely.
And the joy of the Skin Foundation Stick is you can create a flawless looking base, but that's why it's called the Skin Foundation Stick, because Bobbi designed it to still look like skin.
I love this brush.
So do I. Okay, so now the foundation has been applied. I'm just going to use my hands. Hi, sweetie.
Hi, small.
Just to help melt the makeup into the skin and take off any makeup-y finish. I think the technical term that Bobby taught me was smushing. Just smush it in. Okay, so I'm going to set Rupa's base with a bit of the pale yellow powder. I love this for brides because it's oil-free, which is great. It also is essentially colourless, so it's not going to alter the colour of Rupa's base at all. And you can see I'm using a powder brush, but I'm using the tip of the brush and I'm stippling the powder into the foundation purely to get a better set finish and to ensure that the powder locks the foundation in place. Because sometimes I find if I sweep, maybe the powder doesn't adhere quite so well.
And this is great for Asian skins because sometimes, you know, you get people with oilier skins. And again, don't forget that I'll be getting bride ready at like 5 in the morning. The ceremony would probably start at like 9 and then it would go on till about 4 or 5, so it has to stay on. So that powder for that is amazing.
That's intense.
Yeah. And don't forget they have, in some of the ceremonies, they have the fire that they go around and they walk around, plus you've got lights. So it is a bit of everything you've got to contend with.
So now it's time to warm the skin with a little bit of bronzer. And I'm going to use the deep bronzer, this one here, sorry darling, which is a golden undertoned bronzer. But I'm going to start with a little bit, but enough to add some really gorgeous warmth to Rupa's skin. So I'm going to blend over the top of the cheekbone and back out towards the hairline. To turn this way for me.
And don't forget, I think with the eyes and the makeup and everything, you know, sometimes a bride's walking into a room full of 1,000 people. So
no pressure.
No pressure whatsoever. So you have to stand out. And nowadays I'm finding that people are going to weddings and being really dressed up. So you do get the odd bride who's like, I really want it quite light, and you have to kind of almost advise them to go a bit stronger just because they really do need to stand out.
Yeah. I just want to do a little bit of blush. And this is the Cranberry Brightening Brick. It gives not just the colour payoff, but a little bit of a luminous glow. But it's not as luminous as a shimmer brick or as a highlighter. It's much more subtle than that, and it photographs beautifully. And make sure your bride smiles, and then place the colour on the apple of the cheek, and then blend it back to meet your bronzer. They're pretty. Yeah. Look at the camera for me. Gorgeous girl. It's always an added pressure when you're doing a makeup artist's makeup.
It's an honour.
So we're going to do
You
some
need
brows.
some more bronzer next to me.
That needs to go in, because I'm the bronzer queen. Okay. Hi Tony! So let's move on to brows. So with the mahogany shadow and the brow brush, I'm going to start, let me check we can see that, yeah, by filling in the higher part of your brow, Rupa. How do you like your brows?
Not too dark.
Not too dark?
No, I thought they were too dark on my wedding.
Did you?
Yeah.
Mine weren't strong enough on my wedding.
But I think brows have almost come back, haven't they? And it's just such a big thing.
Hugely. Okay, so Rupa, I didn't want to go too strong, but I have wanted to make them uniform. You're so pretty.
Oh, perfect.
I feel okay?
Perfect.
I'll leave that bit in.
That one. It's bold.
The power of a brow, right?
Yep.
Crazy. No pressure to match, Han. And tell me, Rupa, were you given a trousseau?
Yes. I was.
Is that not every girl's dream?
It's amazing. I was literally said to my sister, here's my old stuff. I'm off to get some new stuff.
Yeah.
I literally gave her everything. But it's down to like outfits, clothes, jewellery, handbags, even down to duvet covers. Like everything has to be new. So I literally went,
Here you go. Gorgeous looking brows, Rupa.
yeah.
And that's simply mahogany shadow.
Wow. Yeah, see, I honestly do prefer shadow.
I love it. Okay, so moving on to eyes, we are going to do a gorgeous blend of golds and coppers and a bit of charcoal to create Rupa's bridal eye. And the first product I'm going to use is the Sandy Gold Long Wear Cream Shadow. It's a beautiful base colour, but because it's part of the longwear family, we know that there's going to be no problems with smudging or creasing. It will be there and in place from the moment the artist has done the makeup, right the way through to the end of the wedding, in the early hours of the morning. Yeah. So I'm going to use a cream shadow brush to sweep the sandy gold all over the lower lid, get it right into the inner corner of the eye, and blend it up into the crease. Okay, so we've taken the sandy gold all over the lid, if you look into camera, and now I'm just going to blend a bit of beach bronze through the outer corner of the eye, just to make that tone a little bit stronger. And then I'm going to go over this with some charcoal shadow. Still using the cream shadow brush. Pretty. Now I want to make everything a little bit deeper, so I'm going to take my angle shadow brush and just press it into the charcoal eyeshadow, and I'm going to start pushing that along the base of the lashes. So bit by bit, just pushing the charcoal into the outer corner. Look at me. Great, and we'll start to pull the colour out slightly. Okay. So I'm patting the colour into the crease of the eye before I then blend. And I always like to do a little bit to start with and then build.
Most people just want that look where it's really emphasised on the corners, just to create that illusion of it them looking longer. But it sometimes depends on the eye shape. Sometimes you can, sometimes you can't.
So what I'm going to do now is I'll do lots more blending, but I'm going to do a little bit of liner with the black ink gel eyeliner, and this will again help guide the shape that I'm creating. Putting that to the farthest extent of the shadow. Look at me. So pretty.
Oh wow.
I'm going to go over that edge of that liner with my charcoal shadow just to soften it slightly. You're so beautiful.
Thank you.
Look at you.
Wow.
So I'm going to take some of the gel liner into Roopa's Waterline, and then I'm going to smudge the charcoal shadow under the lash line as well. But I find it easier to get the waterline done first, and then almost smudge the edge of the gel.
Yeah, because it just kind of comes over, doesn't it? Yeah. Exactly what I do.
I love that. Okay, so look up for me, my love. So I'm just going to place my ring finger under the eye and blink as much as you like. I always like to do this in little strokes and kind of take my brush away, so I allow brides the opportunity to just blink it out. I'll do the top waterline as well, look down for me. And then just push the gel in between the lashes to ensure that there are no gaps showing. And I'm purposefully going to smush it in between the lashes. But I'm going to use a smoky liner brush to smudge that in. Again, feel free to blink, my lovely. Okay, and then just to highlight the brow bone, I'm going to go in with a little bit of the champagne quartz.
Yeah, the brow bone is a big
thing.
Big thing.
Okay. To be highlighted.
Mm-hmm.
It's lovely. It does lift, doesn't it, the brow?
Mm. I actually might get one of these palettes made up. I've got them in different places. It's good to have it in one
It's
place.
so handy. Because then you know you've just got your whole look. Okay, so what we're going to do now is some mascara, definitely some lashes, and then I'll mascara the lashes together, and then we'll look at finishing this eye look maybe with a little bit of sparkle. So look down for me. I'm using some eye opening mascara first, and then I'll do a raincoat over the top with a little bit of no smudge. Look up for me.
Yeah, you definitely need no smudge for the Asian wedding. Because there's an actual crying ceremony at the end when the girl's almost leaving her parents' house and going to her in-laws' house. It's almost like she leaves them behind and starts a new life, so it is very emotional at times.
Yeah, gosh.
I have brides coming back with lashes hanging off.
Oh no, because they cried so much.
Yeah. You could get away with not having lashes.
I'm going to leave that in. That is the beauty of the eye opening mascara. Okay, so eyes open for me, but look down. Okay, so now Roopa's lashes are in place. Look at her! I'm going to use some of the No Smudge mascara to blend her natural lashes and the eyelashes together. And the joy of the No Smudge is you can cry in it, look down for me, you can perspire in it, and it's not going anywhere. So when I'm blending natural lashes and fake lashes together, I just like to press the wand into the lashes rather than drag through, just to get an even application. And a cut for me, I'll just coat your lower lashes. Okay, beautiful. Such a privilege, Roopa, to be able to help women look, but more importantly feel amazing on their wedding day.
Absolutely.
I'm going to feel really dull tomorrow when I put my makeup on and it doesn't look like this. Put it down. Straight. Look at you!
I might actually change the pictures in my wedding album and replace my head with this one.
That feels so funny. Okay, so let's do a little bit of sparkle, shall we, to highlight.
Yeah.
I'm going to use the sunlight sparkle that I showed you earlier. I'm just going to use my ring finger. Set it down for me. Oh,
This is a must.
It's so pretty, isn't it?
Yeah, sparkle shadow is my fave.
So now Rupa's eyes are done, let's move into a bit of lip. And I am going to use, first of all, my Sangria lip pencil from Bobbi Brown. And what I'll do is I'll line and fill in the lip first, take some lipstick over the top, and then probably do a bit more liner. And I find that's one of the best ways of ensuring your lipstick lasts all day. So I like to work on the Cupid's bow first. What a lovely shape you've got. And then draw down. So once we've got Rupa's lip line done and filled in with lip liner, I'm going to use the Crimson here from the BBU lip palette. Rupa, how essential are these for wedding day touch-ups? You can get these in any of the Bobbi Brown freestanding stores. I'll put a link in the description box below. But you can also get them if you're part of the Pro Scheme. Now, any makeup artists out there, I'll put a link to the details of the Pro Scheme below. But if you do a lot of bridal makeup and you're always needing to replenish your kit, then do join the Pro Scheme and you can get your discount. Again, I'll link the details below.
Wow.
Beautiful girl. And then one thing I love to do to finish is a twofold process. First of all, setting with retouching powder to get that gorgeous blown out diffused finish through the T-zone, and then highlight around the higher points of the face. So I'm going to start first with some retouching powder. This is the yellow retouching powder. And honestly, in photographs, it looks like you have been retouched. And it's brilliant just for that final setting, anywhere where you might get a little bit of unwanted shine. So I'll just go through the T-zone first. Now we're going to highlight with the Bronze Glow highlight powder. So stunning. Now Rupa, you were saying you like to create highlight over the top of the cheeks. Mm-hmm. Look at that. Wow. Down the bridge of the nose. Yep. On the chin. Mm-hmm. And I do a bit on the Cupid's bow.
Cupid's bow, snap. Wow. This bit of done.
Okay, just look straight into the camera for me, straight on. Ah, look at her! Should we get up close so they can see it up close? So let's lean forward. There you go. Oh, look at her. Rupa, you are divine. Turn this way for me. Gorgeous. And again the other way. You are stunning. Thank you so much for letting me borrow your beautiful face. We hope that you all have enjoyed this tutorial as well. And if you are looking into bridal makeup, whether it's makeup for the day or for any of your pre-events, do book in to your nearest Bobbi Brown studio where an artist can help you create the look it is that you're looking for. I will post the link to the makeup lessons on the website below.
And also I'm thinking trousseau as well, because the bride has to start her whole makeup kit from scratch. So again, I'm sure Bobbi could help with that.
Yeah, we would love to.
Perfect.
Great, thanks guys.
Thank
Do
you.
give this video a thumbs up if you enjoyed it. Remember, subscribe if you don't already, and I will see you soon. Bye guys.
Bye.
Nailed it. And relax.